she is still part of the same party, the Liberal Democratic Party, that has been in power almost constantly since its foundation in 1955. Now, concerning the Japanese public, which I'm glad you also asked about, what we have witnessed over the last few years, looking at a number of survey, is that indeed Japanese people seem to be a little bit more supportive, a little bit more, I'd say maybe not just a little bit, quite a bit more supportive of Japan playing a greater role in terms of security, defense, foreign policy in the region. I think Japanese people recognize very certainly that the regional situation and the global situation has gotten more complicated.
Professor Rongying, tell us about the danger this can potentially lead to. I mean, from self-defense to collective defense, and now, using Taiwan as an excuse.
Yeah, the danger is certainly, I think, huge. First and foremost, I think if you look at the political front, the political trust between China and Japan, and I think with Japan's neighbors in Asia, including Korea and others, are going to be damaged. To certain, damage. That is very much, I think, in a way, brings no nobody is going to sort of benefit from, as the region as a whole has enjoyed relatively, peace and development. In the meantime, the uncertainties, unpredictabilities, not only in the region, as we have seen that there are territorial disputes, historical issues and so on, but also I think the spillover effect from the global context. And secondly, of course, because of that and because of the history of Japan's aggression and its sort of attitude or its mindset related to that history, as we have particularly manifested by the right-wing conservative forces, which is on rising. And there was always concern and worries that a resurgence or revival of Japan's militarism. Right and wrong, this is a real, I think, sentiment, real concerns, because the history, the atrocities of Japan, the wartime atrocities, kept the victims of these neighbors, Asian countries and region and the world at large, arguably, is that the danger is always there. And last but not least, even in the military front, that I think Japan's move, accelerated move along the so-called normalization, in this case is military, and development or growth of capabilities, even offensive capabilities, will definitely stir up, provoke armed races. And that was something I think in the end would very much undermine the region as a whole. And in the end, I think if the Japan's militarism or the right-wing conservative forces, if they are not reined, I think it would cause more problems at home and also in the region as a whole.
Okay, gentlemen, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you so much for sharing. Thanks a lot. And